So with just £100 a month to cover anything but the basics, all your kids' activities, Christmas, holidays, anything else, what you said to me was something had to change. So tell us about your story since you came to the UK.
Yeah, so I came to UK 19 years ago, just over 19 years ago. And when I came, all I had was a really, really big bag. My mum was very nice, and luckily for me, she packed half of it with food, because I was one of these really unlucky ones that brought some money with her, but then within the first week, all of the money was stolen from me.
Oh my
So I
God.
had to live on the food that I had, while the job that I had was paying me minimal wage. Fast forward a couple of years, so that was really hardship. And then
Yeah.
fast forward to a couple of years, when I did have children, and we managed to buy the house and everything else, and it's just, we then sat down and we worked out on the finances, and we literally were left with £100 a month. But as you said, birthdays, clothes, uniforms, lunches, toys, gifts, Christmas.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
So how did you cope? What did you do?
Oh, a lot of budgeting, a lot of
Right.
cutting, a lot of worry, lots of sleepless nights where you think, what am I going to do? And I
Yeah.
think it was then that I made a decision going, something has to change. If
Yeah.
my income doesn't cover all of my outgoings, and I can't cut my outgoings any more other than what I already have, I need to increase my income. There's no other way.
Yeah.
And that's what eventually led me to additional sources of income. And that's what changed my mindset straight away then.
Okay. So what did you do first of all? What sort of things were you doing to earn extra money?
Oh, I did loads. I bought things off online, cleaned them, sorted them, resold them. Then I joined a different company as well a few years later. So then that gave me a bit of an income. That completely changed my mindset. And I realized how good the business model is.
Yeah.
And then that just led me further on with the mindset and development. It just led me to where I am now.
Okay. So you've obviously got an entrepreneurial mindset. You've made a decision that something's got to change, and you've gone out there and you've tried a few things. Did they go really well? Did you sort of make lots of money with those, or how did they go for you?
Some of them went well. Some of them were time consuming and didn't go that well.
Right.
But every single one, I'm the type of person that thinks every single one, whether it goes well or not, I will learn something from it.
Yeah.
So my biggest motto, I always say in a lot of things, sometimes, some people say sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I flip that and I go, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn.
Yep, very true. And that's a really good approach to take, because people are scared of failure sometimes, aren't they? And it sounds like you understand that on your journey to wherever you want to get to, there's going to be some failure. There's going to be some obstacles. And as you
100%.
say, learning opportunity.
100%. None of us are born knowing things. None of us are going, okay, I'm going to start a business and my business will be Amazon size. It doesn't happen like that. If we look at any kind of entrepreneur who's built massive businesses, they've never started big.
Yeah.
They started in the garages, in their rooms, in the little things, and they learned and they learned and they practiced and they failed. And you can't succeed without failing, because that's not really a success, is it?
No, absolutely. And it's really refreshing to hear that, because I mean, you've probably heard of the book Go for No. It's you're sort of singing the praises of that book, really, because it talks about people think that success is this way and failure is this way. Well, actually, it's not. They're both on that same path. And if you want to get to the success bit, you've got to go through the failures. And you've obviously demonstrated that it's possible to do that in such a positive way. So I really, really admire you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No, you're welcome. So you then moved on. You've joined the business that we're in now. So tell me, like, what happened with that, and how did you find that? What happened at the start? What happened since then?
Yes. So I am one of these really late bloomers, neurodivergents.
Okay.
And I was initially, when I kind of stopped with my previous company and kind of cooled down and slowed down, I felt that I'm bored. And as
Right.
a dopamine chaser, I needed something. And that seemed like a great opportunity to make some money, learn something new, because I still love learning,
Yeah.
and kind of develop myself a little bit further, and then come into the company. And when I came in, I just took this opportunity by the storm. Do you know what? I love it. I love the ethos. I love the not even, they're not products. I love the services. I love what we do. I love the non-selling bit. There is probably, I love, the incentives. Absolutely love the incentives. Who doesn't?
Okay. So why do you love those things? What is it about? So let's tell people that the business that we're both in is a company called Utility Warehouse. What is it about what you found with Utility Warehouse that you really do love? Why do you love it?
I quite often compare it to the product-based business. And there's a lot of people who are in the product-based business. And for me, that was the holy grail. That was what started me on and spurred me on and actually opened my eyes. So why I love Utility Warehouse is, one, it's a massive company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a FTSE 250 company. So we're not small. We are the best kept secret in the whole of the UK.
Yeah.
The ethos and the way they look after partners and what they do for partners, I've never seen anything like that. There isn't a job that will look after you like that. Let me just put it that way. The incentives that we get, so the holidays, the hampers, the ABBA, the Harry Potter, the gifts, the Christmas dinners. Oh God, where do I stop?
There are plenty.
Yes. And who doesn't like little gifts and the little add-ons? So you do the job anyway. You do the job well. You get paid for the job, and then they send you something through the post, or they
Yeah.
go send you an email and go, "You've qualified." There you go. Who doesn't love that?
Well, I can tell you do, because that's, the energy that comes across from you. You can see the passion that you've got for what you're doing. So that's obviously one of the reasons why you've done so well, because you've really hit the ground running, haven't you, in terms
I
of
did.
UW? You've got some great progress. Tell us what's happened for you in terms of progress, and then what's that done for your life and your lifestyle?
So when I initially joined, as I said, I wanted a little bit of money, something like £200-300 a month, so I can save for another holiday. We are avid travelers. We go to about 3-4 holidays a year. Sometimes as a family, sometimes we split and the kids go on one holidays, we go on another ones and things like that. But we tend to have 3 holidays each in a sense. And I thought, you know what, if I can save a little bit of money for an additional holiday, that'd be great. So in 26 weeks, I have hit a senior team leader position.
Okay.
The first Lithuanian leader in the company that has got a team at the size as it has and the business as we do. None of it, I never take credit. None of it is just mine. We work as a team. We are a team, and we are the whole team. I always said it's not my achievement. It's achievement for everyone who's above me, who's in the team, who's the cross line. It's the whole team purple, and I wouldn't have done anything without the whole team purple. It's the whole ethos, the whole team thing there. And then in the end, we've ended up going on an extra holiday. So UW last year, instead of just one holidays, it paid for 3 holidays. So we went to Vegas, we went to Egypt, and we went to Greece. This year, my daughter went to ski holidays. That was paid by UW. We've just come back from Egypt trip again, and we're going in 2 weeks. Me and my daughter, we're going to Barcelona, and that's a UW trip.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wanted the holidays. You've definitely ticked that box, haven't you? You've got that going on in spades. And I know they have regular incentives. They're calling them achievers retreats now, aren't they? You know, they have those every year. So if anybody else is listening and thinking, I like the sound of all these holidays, then yes, the income can help pay for them, but they also give you the chance to qualify for them, don't they?
Yes. And Barcelona is the achievers retreat.
Fabulous.
And then there's Brussels next year.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, what else would you want people to know about working with UW if somebody was looking at this for the first time, or maybe they've looked at it before, but now they're thinking, actually, I really like the sound of this. I want to try and find out more. What else should they know before they speak to you or me or whoever asked them to watch this video?
Go for it. Literally, just go for it. Do not doubt a single bit of yourself that you can't do it. You don't sell. When you think, most people come up with an objection, I don't know if I'll get the customers. Yes, you will. If you look, but I remember when I started, I was driving and I was looking at every single house and I'm going, electric, gas, broadband, electric, gas, broadband. And I kind of expanded my mind thinking, we're never going to run out of customers and opportunities to help someone to pay less for their bills. Never, ever. So that's one, and that's probably the biggest one. But also, apart from the money, the incentives, the everything that the company does, it's the community and it's the friendships that people build. And I've built some amazing friendships in this business. The people that I would have never met if not Utility Warehouse. Yeah. And these people have had an immense effect on my life and everything that I have achieved and my self-belief and my self-confidence. So if there's anybody thinking, not really, don't know if I want to, go for it. Go for it. You've got nothing to lose. A tenner. Yeah. 2 coffees doesn't even cover that. 2 Starbucks don't cover that. So just go for it.
I agree completely. And every time I talk to somebody like you and doing these interviews, I'm getting resold the business because I love your passion and your energy. I can see how it's helped transform your life for you and your family. It's just so nice to hear, not just the finances, but the friendships and the personal development and all those other things that come with it. So I echo what you say. Just go for it. Anybody watching this that is thinking maybe this is right, get back to whoever asked you to watch this. If it was me, come and speak to me. If it was Renata, come and talk to Renata. Or if somebody else said, I saw this video and these guys were telling me how great it was, get back to them. But whoever it was, get back to them and let's just get you started because, as Renata said, just go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, you've got nothing to lose. Thank you. Thank you, Stuart.
Really appreciate your time. Thanks, mate.